Hello, my name is Scott Jameson with Vector USA. I'm a network engineer over here. I'm here today to talk to you about some of the exciting stuff that we're doing with the Cisco video surveillance, single wire, and single wire InformaCast mobile. We're going to go ahead and get you oriented with the layout here. What I'd like to show you is this side will represent a room. There'll be a classroom or an office. You have an IP paging speaker up here. Down here you would have a telephone, just be a standard telephone in a classroom. This would represent our front gate or front doors where you would control the entry and exit. We have a card reader down here. Over here, these three monitors would represent your security operations center, where your security group would sit, monitor video, respond to any emergencies that come in. This monitor that we have right here would be considered your video wall. So this would be typically a large monitor that's placed on the wall with a dedicated server running to it. You can push out the different views that you would want to have on that video wall. And we're going to show you how we do some screen pops off of that based on events that happen. And then you would have your security phone here. It has a camera built into it, so you can actually see the videos on here from your front door camera and things like that. And then we have a panic button. Panic buttons can be placed throughout your facility where people would have the need for emergency notifications to the security office, whether that be in parking lots or in hallways, rooms, that type of thing. So the first thing I want to show you guys is we have set up two buttons here on the telephone. This is a standard Cisco telephone with an extension on it, extension 1001. And we have a request for assistance button and a cancel request for assistance. Now, these can be used for everything from medical emergencies to active shooter to anything that may require assistance from the security operations center. When I press this button, it's going to send out a message not only to the telephone, but it's also going to send it out to the speaker in the security operations center. Now, using InformaCast Mobile along with it, what it'll do is also notify a security paging group on their cell phones. You can have it sent to an SMS, to an email, to a landline, and what we'll go ahead and do is press that button, and you'll see the different notifications and how they come through.
Assistance is needed in room 1.
As you see, we have a page come through saying that there's a request for assistance in room 1. It pops the video that is located nearest to room 1, and on my cell phone, it sends me a text message saying that assistance is required in room 1. So if your security guard is out roaming the premises, he would actually get that message on his cell phone, and he can respond directly to room 1 without having to go back to the office and find out what's going on. Now, there's two ways once he gets that message. He can either pick up his phone and simply dial the classroom and find out what's going on in there, find out what they need and what's going on. Now, if nobody picks up, then they may want to be able to, they can actually dial into that speaker by hitting the intercom button, intercom 1001, and you can ask, is everything okay in there? And it has a microphone, and there's a microphone built into the speaker so that they can actually, if they're providing assistance to somebody, they don't have to stop what they're doing, go over and answer the telephone. Maybe they can answer the telephone. It also gives you the ability in a active shooter type of situation to dial into the speaker and hear what's going on in the classroom or the office. The next case I want to show you is the front door entry. You may have a list of people who are, you do not want entering your facility, and you probably have people that you do want entering your facility. So this is just your standard front door access camera. It's got an IP camera and an alert notification button. When pressed, the button will actually ring the front desk or the security operations center, or it could be your receptionist. It pops the video to the video wall, and when you answer the telephone, you can see that it actually has the video on the screen. Now, while you're on the phone with that person, you may want to do a number of things. You may want to issue a lockdown or a denial of entry or something like that based on the security situation that's presented itself. So on the security operations telephone, you actually have a lockdown message, you have a deny entry, and you have an all clear button. If I press the lockdown button, it'll actually page out to all the speakers, it'll page out to all of the telephones on the system, and anybody that's subscribed to the Single Wire Informacast group, it'll actually send them text messages, emails, and whatnot. Same for your all clear and your denial of entry. However, with your denial of entry, typically you would have your security people in this group, and when you press the button, it'll notify all of your security people who are out roving the premises to converge on the main gate to deny entry to this undesirable person. We can go ahead and give that a sample if you'd like.
A denial of entry incident has occurred at the main gate. Appropriate personnel respond at this time.
So with that, your security people would converge on the gate and deny entry, take the person into custody, whatever the case is. Once that security situation has been resolved, you can go ahead and hit the all clear button, and the all clear button will send out a message to everybody, let them know they can go about their business.
The current security situation has been resolved. Please resume normal activities.
So the next thing I'd like to show you guys is the panic button. The panic button is a button that is located in any place where you feel that you would have people who would need to contact security for assistance, but don't necessarily have a phone there. When pressed, the panic button will alert the Security Operations Center that there is somebody there that needs assistance, and it'll pop up the camera that is located nearest that panic button so that the operator can actually see what's going on with that. So as I push the button, you'll see that we get a current video and the incident of the person pushing the button.
From panic button 1.
So with that, you'll be able to actually go ahead and dispatch the personnel that are required to go out there and handle that security situation. Now the next thing I wanted to show you guys was the access control. This is based on the identitive Cisco access control, physical access control system. If we use our Vector USA badge, we know that this one will scan, and it scans green, which means that it'll provide access to that particular door. However, this one right here is not a authorized badge, so when we scan it, it scans red, and what we'll see is that we get a screen pop showing on the security wall in the operations center, showing the live camera view as well as the incident of someone scanning their badge. That way you can either respond by sending security personnel out there, or maybe it was just a person who scanned the wrong badge and they belong here, so you can actually take that and view the video. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to visit our website, www.vectorusa.com.